Proactive plans urged in response to Typhoon Bualoi.
Ukraine's Zelensky asked Trump for Tomahawk missiles.
Nghe An, a destination for global investment.
Hello everyone, you are watching today's news on TV channel. My name is Đăng. Let's get started. Deputy Prime Minister Tomahawk, in an online meeting with provincial leaders, directed authorities to proactively carry out prevention and control plans for Typhoon number 10, Bualoi, and avoid any carelessness in the response.
Typhoon Bualoi is moving very quickly, nearly double the average speed with strong intensity and a wide area of impact, potentially causing the combined effects of multiple types of natural disasters such as strong winds, heavy rain, floods, flash floods, landslides, and coastal inundation. This morning, moderate to heavy rains have been recorded in Nghe An province, with some areas experiencing very heavy rains and thunderstorms, with rainfall ranged from 20 to 40 mm, some areas exceeding 80 mm. Starting from the evening of September 27th, wind speeds over the sea waters of Nghe An will strengthen to level 6 to 7, with gusts up to level 8 to 9, sea waves reaching 3 to 5 meters. On September 28th and 29th, Nghe An will see very heavy rain, some places receiving over 250 mm. The Deputy Prime Minister emphasized that response efforts must be carried out decisively, minimizing damage especially in the context of prolonged and consecutive natural disasters. Leaders of coastal provinces and cities from Quang Ninh to Can Hoa must implement response measures with the utmost and proactive determination, not to be passive or surprised by any situation.
U.S. media reported that in a private meeting during the United Nations General Assembly, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky asked U.S. President Donald Trump for Tomahawk missiles to press Russia into peace talks.
The request came during a Zelensky-Trump's closed-door meeting on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly. However, the request's approval remains uncertain. Previously, President Joe Biden's administration rejected a similar proposal over fears of escalation. But according to the media, during the meeting with Zelensky, Trump said he was open to lifting certain restrictions on the use of certain U.S.-made weapons, signaling a potentially huge change in policy toward Ukraine. Tomahawk missiles are subsonic cruise missiles capable of carrying conventional or nuclear warheads with high precision. Public concern is growing, as supplying such weapons could significantly escalate the conflict by putting Moscow within strike range.
At the UN General Assembly, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu delivered one of his toughest speeches, sharply criticizing U.S. allies for recognizing Palestine, a step he said has deepened Israel's international isolation.
Giving the Palestinians a state 1 mile from
In his
Jerusalem
speech,
after
Netanyahu
1967,
argued that recognizing Palestine sends a message supporting attacks on Jews. He also firmly asserted that a Palestinian state will never exist. Israel even broadcast his speech via loudspeakers into Gaza to send a message to hostages held by Hamas. Despite facing domestic pressure, Netanyahu vowed to complete his mission to defeat Hamas. However, before his speech, dozens of delegates walked out of the hall, while thousands of pro-Palestinian protesters gathered outside in New York. Netanyahu is expected to meet U.S. President Donald Trump at the White House on September 29th to seek a potential peace deal, marking their fourth face-to-face meeting since Trump returned to office in January.
Coming up next are some updated news.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh launched the groundbreaking ceremony for the Tan Trao Industrial Park Infrastructure Project and the Hai Phong LNG thermal power plant, Vietnam's largest LNG power project with an investment of over VND 178 trillion, or USD 6.74 billion. Developed by a joint venture between Vingroup and Vin Energo, the plant spans nearly 100 hectares with a designed capacity of 4,800 MW. It is expected to supply 9.6 billion kWh in Phase 1 and 19.2 billion kWh in Phase 2. The plant is expected to operate from 2030, helping increase the supply of clean electricity, support the national power grid regulation, reduce dependence on fossil fuels, and contribute to environmental protection.
From October 3rd to 5th, the first World Cultural Festival in Hanoi will be held at the Thang Long Imperial Citadel, featuring nearly 50 embassies and international organizations. This is the largest-scale international cultural event ever held in Vietnam, gathering the cultural quintessence of 5 continents. Activities include cultural exhibitions, traditional costumes, global art performances, international film screenings, and the cultural avenue of 25 countries. A 3D mapping light show will recreate iconic global heritage landmarks at the Citadel. The festival is not just a cultural playground, but also a message of peace, humanity, and friendship among nations.
On September 27th, the 4 Vietnamese Stature Foundation, in coordination with TH Group and BACA Bank, launched the Happy School Project for the 2025-2026 school year at Nghe Loi Primary School in Nghe An Province. In its 4th year and 3rd in Nghe An, the project will build a new restroom, outdoor library, and provide kitchen equipment, with total funding exceeding VND 830 million. The launch included a training session on positive discipline for 21 teachers to build a safe and respectful learning environment. At the project launch ceremony, the 4 Vietnamese Stature Foundation and TH Group awarded 20 scholarships, 65 helmets, and 500 drawing notebooks to the students and Nghe Loi Primary School.
Nghệ An is not only rich in history, traditions, and cultural heritage, but in recent years, it has also become a dynamic force in Vietnam's economy, attracting growing global investment.
Located in the heart of north-central Vietnam, Nghe An serves as a strategic gateway connecting major economic regions. The province boasts a comprehensive transportation network, including roadways, railways, waterways, and air routes. Its business and investment environment is rapidly improving, with administrative procedures simplified and processing times shortened. Investors receive strong support at every stage, from site surveys to licensing and project implementation. Another key competitive advantage is Nghe An's abundant, high-quality labor force, which meets the stringent demands of international investors.
Nghe An today is one of Vietnam's
Nghe An is one of the most
investment
attractive investment destinations in
The
Vietnam.
province offers
The province
strong
offers
free
large
land
land
connectivity
banks with excellent
and
connections
advanced
to
workforce.
seaports,
On top of
airports,
that,
and
the
highways.
government's improved
It has a
business
young,
climate with
skilled
transparent
workforce.
policy,
More importantly,
competitive
the local
incentives,
government has
and a clear
significantly
focus. The
improved the
province
business
offers
environment
large-scale
and has a
land,
clear
strong sea, air,
direction
and
toward
connectivity.
green and
Government's
sustainable
improved the business
development.
climate with
These
transparent
factors make
policy,
Nghe An a
competitive
standout
incentives,
choice for
and a clear
electronics,
focus. The province
supply
offers
chains,
large-scale
high-tech
land, strong
industries,
sea, air,
and
and
export-oriented
connectivity, and a young
businesses.
skilled workforce.
I think the biggest advantage
Nghe An
of,
possesses a young and
Nghệ An
abundant
province
workforce,
in attracting,
which is a crucial
the
advantage in
FDI
attracting
is
manufacturers and
having the
FDI
abundant
inflows.
labor force.
We are
and
committed
young
to
labor
building
forces.
Nghe An into a locality that is not only rich in manpower
And,
by quantity,
they are,
but also strong
very
in
hard-
quality and
hardworking,
productivity.
And also they have a very strong willingness to learn.
Between 2020 and 2025, non-state investment in Nghe An has grown significantly in both scale and quality. Notably, foreign direct investment, FDI, has achieved remarkable results. From 2022 to 2024, Nghe An consistently ranked among Vietnam's top 10 FDI attracting provinces, with total registered capital exceeding USD 4.8 billion, 4.5 times more than the cumulative amount before 2020. The province has successfully attracted numerous leading global technology corporations to invest and operate there.
Tỉnh Nghệ An đã xác lập và vận hành hiệu quả phương châm.
During this period,
làm sẵn sàng
Nghe An
trong
has
thu đầu tư.
successfully implemented its
Đó là sẵn
5
sàng
readiness
về quy
strategy
hoạch,
to attract
sẵn sàng về mặt
investment.
đầu tư,
A highlight of this effort is the rapid development of new industrial
sẵn
zones,
sàng đổi mới cả cách
with
và đồng
6
hành
new
của các nhà đầu
zones
tư.
launched in
Thì
this
rõ
term,
nét là chúng ta
covering
đã
more than
thúc
1,800
đẩy phát triển
hectares.
nhanh
We continue to innovate, accompany investors, and build their confidence in choosing Nghe An as their destination.
As Vietnam enters a new era of rapid, sustainable, and deeply integrated development, Nghệ An stands at the threshold of a new breakthrough in investment attraction. With a long-term vision, open policies, and increasingly complete infrastructure, this land of great heritage is appealing not only because of its potential, but also because of its firm commitment to accompany businesses and promote sustainable development together with the global investment community.
This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.